Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I'm Barbara. Thank you so much for stopping by at our farm today. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, it is. I love fall. I absolutely love fall. And I know that it is short season. Like it doesn't last long enough. So I'm just trying to relish every moment that I can. The weather is perfect today. We are going to be experiencing some cold temperatures tonight. It's supposed to get down to, I think, like 35, between 35 and 38, somewhere along in there. So trying to take advantage of the weather in the daytime and trying to finish up some last minute things that's still part of the last of the summer transition. So I'm in the back of the house. I'm going to pick tomatoes for the last time. And then we're going to get rid of these tomato plants and get them up out of this raised bed, and then finish amending the bed that had the cucumbers in it. So just trying to get ready for these two beds for when the garlic comes. We will be ready. Okay, so you saw me and hubby get rid of all the tomatoes. We pulled all those tomatoes up. I went through and I picked all the ripe tomatoes, and I even pulled some that were not ripe. Let me show you how many I got. So you can kind of see there the bounty. There are a lot that I pulled that were a good size, but perfectly green, hard, not even blushing. I'm going to put them in the sunroom and just see if they ripen. I'll do an experiment. That way I'll know. If they don't ripen, no big deal. They were going to get tossed anyway. But if they do ripen, then I'll have me some one last set of good tomatoes. I did, of course, pull the ones that were blushing. I pulled all the ripe cherry tomatoes, but the green cherry tomatoes I left. I don't really need any more cherry tomatoes, or just don't even have the patience to even try to see if they're going to ripen. But the ones that were like a bigger size, like this one, I want to see if they're going to ripen up. So I got my basket of tomatoes. I've amended the beds as much as I can. I use an organic fertilizer that's like a 5-4-3 blend that I got from Azure Standard. I've done both beds, the bed that had the cucumbers in it and the bed that had the tomatoes. Both of those are going to be for garlic for when they come. I need to spread more compost in both beds, but I ran out in the back. I have more in the garage, but it's a big, pretty heavy bag. So I got to wait till hubby is done. He's somewhere on the tractor. So I got to wait till he's done so he can bring it back here for me. But until then, let's head to the high tunnel. I'll meet you there and we'll see what's going on down there. This is the last two rows that are out here that are related to summer. On the right hand side is where the tomatoes were. And then on the other side is where all the peppers are. This represents the last of the summer. So I've started trying to cut some of the branches back, pull up what I can. May need hubby's help with this. But this is what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to first go through and try to harvest anything that's left out there. I came out here Thursday and Friday and harvested, so we'll see if anything happened in the last 2 days that's worthy of getting. Y'all look what I just harvested. I don't know how in the world I have this much. I was just out here Thursday, I think, and I called myself harvesting before the cold temperatures, and I had a whole big basket of bell peppers. And look, I have a whole nother basket of bell peppers. And most of them are decent size. They're not the biggest as if they would be in the summer, but they're still a decent size enough to use to dice up, put in the freezer, or use fresh. Of course, many of them are never going to get to their full color, so I'll just have to use them green. And you can probably see at the bottom a little bit, I got some tomatoes, a few tomatoes, mostly bell peppers and jalapeno peppers, but a whole basket full. So I'm going to take these into the high tunnel, and then I'm going to get busy on trying to get down as many of these plants as I can without hubby's help, and then I'll let him help me finish the rest. Okay, y'all, it's literally probably, I would say, 2.5 hours later. I clearly underestimated this particular job. My husband said, just like I had the planting party, I need a cleanup party. Like, I need to invite my friends to come out here, help me clean up. I don't know why in my mind I thought, oh, 30 minutes, hour max. I'm not sure what I was thinking. 2.5 hours in, and I'm gonna turn you around. I'm 90% done, but it took a minute to just cut everything back, get all the stuff intertwined off the trellis from the tomatoes and the purple whole peas. My husband came through and was dumping trash as I was pulling it out and, putting stuff in a compost pile, all that good stuff. We're taking it to the trash. What else? The stuff that I couldn't pull up, he kind of came behind me and pulled up a lot of that. And he went on the tractor to do some more of his duties. So I'm going to turn you around and show you how far we got. Okay, there it is. I kept going thinking, am I making a dent in this? But if you remember, if you just go back, I had all that stuff on the trellis. The trellis is pretty much completely clear for the most part. You can see all of this stuff is pulled up as I walk you down here. Now, it definitely looks a mess, so we definitely have to clean up. But in terms of getting everything out of the ground, we're pretty much there. Trellis cleaned off, all the intertwine. You can see, like, my husband would come through and pull up the plants for me. But I think we stopped there, so he has to come and pull these up, but I cut them down. And then these are the last few plants that I have, just this little section right here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 7 plants. And pretty much it'll be done. So let me back you out so you can see we did make some progress. Some of it to me feels like we didn't, but we did. It's not completely clear, but we did make some progress. A lot of progress. So yeah, I underestimated the depth of that project for sure. And I'm wondering, is there any other way? I don't think there's any other way. I mean, I can't leave it in the ground. It's got to get, pulled up out of the ground some kind of way. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with the ground over the fall/winter. I don't know if I'm too late to plant a cover crop. I've never planted a cover crop before. I don't know when you have to have it in the ground. I need to do some more research. If you know, then I'm in zone 7A. Then just put it down below if I'm too late. I don't know if I am. There is a spot in the garden that we're going to try to address, over the fall and winter. There is a spot that consistently stayed moist, like soggy. It's just one little piece of the in-ground garden that was constantly like mushy, like even in the heat of the summer. So definitely there's something there with drainage or whatever. So once we kind of get the garden cleaned up, the debris and all that stuff, then we'll probably pull that black paper back and see what's going on there and try to remedy that before the spring. But other than that, if I don't do a cover crop, then it's going to be the way it is with this black paper on there is what I'm thinking. But y'all give me some suggestions, because I don't know. This is my first time, having this outside in-ground garden space. So I don't know. I know that a cover crop will be good to kind of help replenish some nutrients, help with soil erosion, or, put nitrogen back on the ground, depending on which cover crop you do. But what else do other people do? Do they leave the black paper down? Do they pull it up? Let me know. I've thought about it, but I don't have a concrete plan. I've been just busy trying to get this part done. And I'm trying to give myself some grace, because my husband's saying, you don't realize how big this space is. And this space, the in-ground garden is the same size as the high tunnel. So the high tunnel is a 30 by 96. And this in-ground garden space is about 25 by 100. So it's roughly the same amount of space. So that's what, 2,500 square feet just in the in-ground part. I'm tired. I am tired. So what I have left to do is I'm going to take you inside the high tunnel real quick, if I can get in there before the sun starts dipping behind me. And it gets dark. But I'm going to plant some more stuff. Muster up enough energy to plant some remaining. I did a lot of stuff on Friday. I planted a lot of stuff. So I only have a little ways to go of what's available to plant. And then I just got to water, and then I'm done for the day. Like literally, this has been pretty much an all day project between the back of the house and for this. So I didn't even time lapse, because I would have been time lapsing for hours and my phone needed to be charged. But trust me, I've been working. I have been working. So let me take you inside the hot tunnel real quick, and I'll show you what I planted and how, and what I have left. Here is the last of the summer harvest. The only thing summer related that I still have are pepper plants in the hot tunnel. Other than that, everything that's outside that is summer related has been pulled up. It is done. So this is the bulk of the last of the summer harvest. So this is what we harvested in the outside tunnel as we were cleaning up. You can see I finally have some germination, a little bit on my beet seeds. So that's good. You can see that I've planted a lot of my seedlings. I still have this tray left, but they're all looking good. But the majority of that tray has been planted out, and that tray has been planted out. So let me show you what I did. So pretty much I've been planting, I did a lot on Friday. The first 2 rows are collards. I'm pretty much all the way done down the row. And then this row over here is kale. And you can see I'm about 75% of the row there. I put the little seedlings out, and it stops right in there. And then for the collards, I'm about right there. So I'm gonna finish planting these rows before I call it a night, and I feel a good sense of accomplishment. So I'm gonna plant those rows out, I'm gonna water everything in, and I'm gonna call it a night. So I feel accomplished today. It took longer than I expected, but I got the last 2 beds outside the back of the house. I have those pretty much 75% amended. All I have to do is just get Marcus to bring the compost back there and put the compost in there, rake it in, and then we're ready for when the garlic comes. So that's good. That's done. Pretty much the garden outside is about 90% done. I'll finish that tomorrow for sure. And then we can just start the cleanup process, like getting all the debris up and all that stuff and just, sweeping it out, that type of thing. And then in the hot tunnel, those 3 main rows that I've been concerned about with the collards and the kale, I'll finish that and get that done. And then the only thing left to plant, but it's not ready yet, is the bed with the butternut squash. We're still waiting to see what it's going to do. And then I have this row of peppers and the row of peppers in the hot tunnel. So once those peppers come out, then I'll have space to plant more there. And that's pretty much it. And then one more bed in the back of the house where the carrots didn't germinate. I finally got more carrot seeds in, so I'm thinking about trying that again. So I'm feeling better. So on the summer removal, I would say we're 95% done with summer. On the fall, I would say we're, 65, 70% done with fall planting per se. So we're making progress. This is enter into the 2nd week of October. So we're making progress, even though I feel like I have been transitioning for a couple of months, but that's okay. That is okay. Thank you guys for going on the journey with me today. I also want to I forgot. I meant to say this at the beginning. I hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you taking time out to spend your day with me, whether you're listening to me in your car, you're cooking dinner, whatever it is. I really appreciate every like, every comment, every subscribe. I hit 1,000 subscribers. That was a goal of mine. And I'm so excited that I did. So yeah, let's just keep going, right? It is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friends.